What's up, everybody? This is CARMINE Davis, and you are watching and listening to the CARMINE Davis Show. What the fuck is up? Crazy week. Yesterday was my Friendsgiving. It was an amazing time with some great people, some amazing food. We catered some really, really great food. We got drunk. We had a good time. I appreciate all that came. I love you very much. Thank you so much for being there for me all year round. I'm thankful for you. What else do we have? This week is going to be Thanksgiving, so I get to do it all over again. I get to be really, really good. I'm so excited. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, and you know, this is the chance I get to be like unabashedly pig out. You know, not sneaking, but like pig out, and we get some really, really good food. I love Thanksgiving food. Soul food is my favorite type of food, and I'm really, really excited. I would love to hear you guys' Thanksgiving plans. Are y'all going? Are y'all vacationing in? Are y'all going somewhere exotic? I hear a lot of people going to restaurants this year to celebrate Thanksgiving. They're not eating at home anymore. Tap in with me below or leave a comment. I love to know y'all's Thanksgiving plans. I love to hear that kind of stuff. So when me and my baby, if y'all didn't know, I was pregnant. You heard it here first. I'm with child. No. No, but when I adopt, I would love to, you know, do something untraditional. You know, I've loved a week before, have a Thanksgiving dinner and kind of vacation and go somewhere. So if y'all have any ideas, tap in below. I'd love to hear y'all's ideas and what y'all have going on in your family traditions. Are y'all starting new ones? I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite type of year. Okay. Let's move on. I know you guys came here for the hot topics. Now, what the fuck was going on? Okay, last week was about Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. This week is about Diddy and Cassie. Now, I don't want to beat a dead horse. You know, if you don't really know, Diddy allegedly sexually abused her, and sex trafficked Cassie for years of their union. And she's suing him for $30 million. Apparently, they settled outside of court. And according to LoveBscott.com, Diddy's attorney has issued a statement to clear up public speculation surrounding the Cassie lawsuit settlement. Sean Diddy Combs' attorney, Ben Brafman, has released a statement. Yesterday, November 17th, it was revealed that Cassie's explosive rape and physical abuse lawsuit against Diddy was privately settled. Immediately following the announcement, users online began to theorize why the case was handled so quickly. Although outsiders will likely never know what financial agreement the parties came to, Diddy's attorney, Benjamin Brafman, did want to clarify one thing. Today, November 18th, according to the Hollywood Reporter, Brafman allegedly issued a statement on behalf of Diddy to silence the chatter circulating on social media. In the words of Brafman, the call to close out the case in less than 24 hours does not have anything to do with Diddy's perceived guilt. This is no way any admission of wrongdoing, said Brafman. He continued, Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Ms. Ventura the best. The retort is a follow-up to Diddy's initial response. We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love. Diddy told the New York Times. Still, even with the additional statement, the public's opinion has not changed much. A few users' reactions to the declaration below. Diddy's lawyer also says that the decision to settle in no way the admission of wrongdoing. Yeah, right. Sure, Jan. I see one. Girl, bye. He would have sued her for defamation. He's guilty. Look. No shit. Okay, so there's something else that I've noticed about this case, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just want to chat about it, say my piece, and say that we talked about it, you know, and move on. Okay, so there was something that was said that it was pretty clear that this case had taken. It's not news to Diddy. right? She has reached out to him multiple times. So why wasn't it settled then? If you were not guilty or anything like that, worried about your reputation or worried about more information or anything like that coming to light, why not settle it when Cassie was banging at your door back then? Like, that's weird. You get what I'm saying? Leave a comment below if you understand what I'm saying. I don't believe that Cassie Ventura has any reason to sit on these claims for as long as she has. It does take a while for you to come to terms with what has happened to you, to find the language, to realize that there was a language to define what happened to you. According to LoveyScott.com, I mean, not according to LoveyScott.com, according to sources, I'm sorry, he used to sex traffic her, have male prostitutes come in the hotel and watch her, have sex with her. You know, he would beat her, drug her. There would be drugs everywhere like candy. The way she even told the story, it sounds like she has just come to the revelation out of a haze that she realized that this was not normal. This was not a hot dating a businessman and all those things like you would think that it was. Maybe at the time she probably was romanticizing what was transpiring with her. They're having fun. Oh, he likes to have fun, and you know, I'm his girlfriend, and this is going to give me the life that I want. And it doesn't matter when you come to terms with what happened to you. It just matters that you come to terms with what happened to you. And like I say all the time, in order to heal, we got to keep it real. And I feel like Cassie spoke out enough to people. Somebody came in, was her white horse, no pun intended to Mr. Fine here, her white ass man that she's got, who has spoken, and we've talked about this previously, how he has been livid. He has come for Diddy multiple times publicly about his sexuality and the way he lives and all those things. And we told y'all on this show that Diddy, that nobody's lying on Diddy. Nobody's lying. Aubrey O'Day, none of them motherfuckers. Everybody is just not lying on you. I don't think Cassie should be shamed for coming out, but if she's going to be shamed, I hope she got $35 million so she can go home and bring home to her family. That's what I think about that. Leave a comment below if you agree with me. Love Cassie. Prayers for her. I hope Diddy gets help. We're going to move on to the next hot topic. Before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I don't do it for my health, honey. And we're going to move on. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok, tiktok.com/@CarmineDavis, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis, Instagram.com/CarmineDavisShow, Twitter.com/CarmineDavis. You know, and subscribe, leave a comment, show me love. I'm loving what y'all are saying on TikTok. It's been a lot of fun. And speaking of, oh my God. And speaking of Cassie's lawsuit, you know, one thing about being a woman of color or being a woman, I think, is when you self-advocate for yourself as well, you are opening yourself for open fire. And sometimes the people who are holding that gun to you looks like you. And this next hot topic is kind of like that. LoveyScott.com reports Paula Jai Parker condemns Cassie's Diddy lawsuit. I don't get it. Paula Jai Parker questioned Cassie's sexual abuse allegations against Diddy. On Thursday night, November the 16th, the actress hit X/Twitter, unloading on the singer for failing to tell the bad boy boss no. Used a series of tweets to assert that due to Cassie's inability to stand up for herself when she was 19, she was not built for the industry. However, she did insist that she wasn't saying that Cassie was lying, but at what point does pleasing your man become all of this? As a SA victor, as an SA victor, sexual abuse victor, one would think I get it, but I don't. She tweeted, I was a child looking for nothing from anyone, but y'all called us thirsty for protecting what's mine. But it ain't thirsty when you forget to protect your behind. I'm sorry, but I don't get it. I used to be 19 and I was in the industry and I was quite capable of saying no. You're between a rock and a hard place in the industry. You suffer no matter your choice. So why not choose God? It worked for Jesus. I wish someone would have said that to to the 3-year-old me that couldn't say no. But by 19, we're all strong enough to make the choices. Are we, girl? Like, come on. That affected the rest of our lives. The Friday entertainer said, if you can't say no, you're not built for it. Take that midnight train now before you get yourself in trouble. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying she wasn't complaining about this being his woman and the fame that came with it. What goes on between man and woman is just that. At what point does pleasing your man become all of this? Only chicks dating freaky millionaires. What? As she continued, she began questioning Cassie's victimhood. Parker admitted that she struggled to believe that Ventura was a sex slave. Paula expressed that Cassie deserves to be paid by Puff, but explained that she is tired of women making poor choices. I'm trying so hard to see the victim here. But do sex slaves usually get to pick their sex partners in 5 hotels? I think y'all just don't like Diddy, but he didn't invent the game. He just plays it. She continued, hubby, I don't even want to read all this. Okay, hubby thinks I don't like her, but that's not true. I don't like chicks that take the easy way out and get mad when it doesn't pan out. God bless the child who's got his own. But yes, I believe she deserved compensation. It was like a marriage, and she became accustomed to the lifestyle. And after all of that stuff she wrote, she did. After all that stuff she wrote, she did. I don't think he was ever really going to marry her. Ew. Did you read that lawsuit? It sounds like something out of a Penny Dreadful. I'm tired of women making poor choices that affect us all. What? Setting a precedent that leaves us vulnerable. Maybe I'm jaded because I'm here, I live it, and I see it every day. The pretty ones with the little talent, oh my God, take what they want while the rest of us depend on God. The Bible says bribery is okay in business. Give a little to get ahead. So he did. He should have took the deal. She continued. On social media, folks rip Paula for victim blaming. She need to close her wide ass mouth. All that space in between her teeth. Man, we just got Proud Family back. Please don't get it canceled. Okay, so again, I get that she has a point. I don't get her point, but I get that she has a point. I can see where she was coming from if Cassie was like Paula Jai Parker, right? If they had the same upbringing, if they had the same childhood. What you had to go through at 3 wasn't the same thing that Cassie had to go through at 3. So what happened when y'all were 19, of course, it's going to be digested completely differently. Cassie may not have had a life where she was and knew what sexual abuse was at the time. So you're coming up at her assuming that she had the same background, same childhood that you had. Maybe she was dating men in the industry and only thought just how you thought, I'm a freaky girl and I'm with a millionaire. This is what I'm thinking I have to do. But then when she comes to a realization years later that she has no recollection of any of the sexual abuse that she went through or any, like drugs were involved and all of those things. And she realized that she had no joy from it. That she had no choice in the matter. And yes, right now she's broke. I don't know if Cassie's broke. Could Cassie be broke? You know what I mean? But she has nothing to show for it. So yes, there is a conversation about, I did all these things and I kept his secrets forever and I played his little dirty girl role and I got nothing for it. I've reached out to him and now my lifestyle is different. I've chosen myself and someone somewhere advocated for her and told her that it wasn't right at the age of 19 that she experienced this, not at the age of 3. Y'all are talking about 16 years in difference, right? Like 16 years to 16 years, 16 prayers, 16 reasons why I care, okay? Like, you know, sweet 16, do you know where you're going to? And Cassie had no idea 16 years later when you were being sexually abused at 3 years old. God bless you, Paula Jai, but this girl dealt with this man for all she know, her 19 years old and moving on. Then on top of that, the time she went on and moved on, he blew up Kid Cudi's car allegedly. So the first time she actually spread her wings and said no, motherfuckers' cars are getting blown up. So no, it's not the same as you getting abused at 3 years old, to the man down the street, to her being abused from 19 and years later to the billionaire in the face of hip hop music. It's not the same. Leave a comment below if you understand where I'm coming from. Girl, you should have just sat there and ate your fucking food. I'm all about people saying how they feel, but that was something that she could have just dealt with at the kitchen table. She said she was talking to her man, and she should have left the conversation there. Okay, we're gonna move on. Before we do, make sure you guys rate and review this podcast. Follow us on socials, Instagram.com/Carmine Davis, Instagram.com/Carmine Davis Show, TikTok.com/@Carmine Davis, Twitter.com/Carmine Davis. I have a new merch capsule for the I Know What Boys Like remix EP. Make sure you guys shop Carmine Davis at CarmineDavisShop.com. Stream my new single and my remixes, I Know What Boys Like. I appreciate all the love that we're getting, and make sure you guys get some stocking stuffers at Carmine Davis under your Christmas tree. Okay, we're going to move on. All right, Bill Cosby, according to LuckyScott.com, another fallen black predator. Okay, allegedly, Bill Cosby's rep responds after Joan Tarshis files assault lawsuit against comedian. When is it going to stop? A woman who says Bill Cosby sexually assaulted her when she was young, a young comedy writer more than 50 years ago, is now suing the actor. Cosby's representative is speaking out after Joanne Tarshis filed a lawsuit against the comedian in which she alleged he sexually assaulted her twice in the 70s. In an exclusive statement, Cosby's rep Andrew Wyatt tells RadarOnline.com, Diddy, L.A. Reid, Steven Tyler, and now they circle back to this. When is it going to stop? Oh my God, that sounds stupid to me. Okay, let's keep reading. When asked about Tarshis, Wyatt said no comment. The famous men Wyatt listed have recently been sued for alleged sex crimes. In the lawsuit, Tarshis claimed she was drugged and sexually assaulted by Cosby twice. In one instance, she allegedly woke up to feeling like she'd been vaginally and anally penetrated. According to the documents obtained by TMZ on Friday, the actress and ex-comedy writer claimed she met Cosby when she was 19 and was invited to do a one-on-one writing lesson at the studio where they filmed The Cosby Show. Tarshis claimed she wound up alone with Cosby in his private bungalow, which was located on the lot, and he allegedly gave her a drink. After she consumed it, Tarshis said she began to feel dizzy and passed out. This is when Tarshis claimed that first alleged assault happened. In the documents, the actress claimed when she woke up, she had to fight Cosby off of her, but he overpowered her. According to Tarshis, the comedian forced his penis into her mouth without her consent. She claimed the second alleged incident happened in New York City after a year later. Tarshis said she was reluctant to take him up on an invite, but agreed to attend a music affair he was performing at. She claimed that she was given another drink while traveling with Cosby to the venue and lost consciousness. Tarshis alleged that when she awoke, she was naked in the bed with Cosby and believed she had been vaginally and anally penetrated. She's seeking damages, claiming assault, battery, infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. The 86-year-old actor has since been facing a mountain of lawsuits from several accusers since being released from prison in 2021 after the conviction for the sexual assault of Temple University executive Andrea Constand was overturned. Sources said RadarOnline.com, the Cosby civil suits are never going to end and have put the comedian and his wife Camille Cosby in financial turmoil. Cosby's rep recently gave his thoughts on the rape allegations against Diddy. As the outlet reported, R&B singer Cassie filed a $30 million lawsuit against Diddy, claiming he raped her in 2018, forced her to engage in illicit acts with sex workers, and physically abused her throughout their decade-long relationship. Enough of the circus. Diddy is going to show everyone what's right in this upside down court. When the dust settles, he'll be standing on the right side of history. Wyatt wrote on Instagram Thursday. Diddy has denied allegation against him. When is it going to stop? It probably is going to stop when y'all keep y'all's dicks to yourself. Probably not a minute before that. Stop drugging people. Stop thinking yes means no and no means yes. Like, stop assuming that you can have whatever you want, or that people, it's just getting out of hand. And I don't think everybody's lying on Diddy. I don't think everybody's lying on Steven Tyler. I don't think they're lying on y'all. I have not really heard grounds for a good denial at all. It's just y'all get through these loopholes to get you out of the situation, or you settle. When is somebody going to come up with proof that they did not do it? They don't know this bitch. They ain't never been nowhere with this bitch. Me and this bitch ain't never been alone together. And, you got video. Like, it seems like we're supposed to look past evidence, right? And just trust everything that these men have built. Ain't nobody questioning what he did for Jello, or what he built on the Cosby Show, or what R. Kelly did with music. And those two things don't go together. What we're talking about is why you can't keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. Leave all the rest of that shit out. All of the other stuff is just white noise. People come in the comments talking about, I can't believe that this person would do this when they're worth millions of dollars, $1 billion. That don't got nothing to do with the fact that you like to put opioids in my motherfucking cognac, bitch. Like, and take advantage of me. Like, that has nothing to do with that. Leave a comment below if you guys understand where I'm coming from. I'm so tired. It seems kind of ridiculous that we just keep going through these circles of conversations, and like, people are not getting the idea that who we know someone to be does not mean that that's who they are when they're alone, or when they're able to overpower someone. Because a man shows himself full of grace and goodness does not mean when the lights go down, he's not a fucking monster. I'm sorry, it's the truth. It's the truth. I think the only thing that Paula Jai Parker said, and that I agree to, is that women have to be more careful. And like, that's the only thing I can agree to. You can't really trust any of us, any man. It's sad. It's getting to the point, time and time again, you have to prove it. Even I've learned my own experiences. In my after show, I spoke candidly about the abuse that what a lot of people did not listen to, by the way. People are jumping the gun. I'm not saying my man is beating the shit out of me. Listen to the podcast and you get more of a feedback and understanding about my current situation. But my current situation involves some wrongdoings from my partner, who seemingly is a great guy, and he is, but he has his problems, and we're working through those things, but there is still abuse in our relationship, or has been shadows and inklings of abuse in our relationship. And I could not allow people's noise or my own noise of what I think or abuse is, or what it looks like, to stop the fact that it is what it is. Leave a comment below. That's the show. Make sure you guys subscribe to this podcast, and I'm going to talk to you guys more about everything that's going on with my relationship after the show. Give you guys more details about my survival of my sticky situation I have going on as well, and why I can relate to this, and the steps that I'm taking to stop ignoring the red flags. In the after show, patreon.com/CARMINE DAVIS, and giving more details and talking candidly. I feel like I can speak more freely without editing myself there. So make sure you guys chat with me there. Hopefully we free some people and have a real honest conversation. But until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys as usual for always listening.